Hey everyone, I want to go over a first rib mobilization. So when you're raising the arm up overhead, the first rib has to glide inferiorly or downward in order for the arm to move up overhead. So if this is getting stiff or rigid, this would be a good mobilization for you. So what you need to do, this is just a resistance band. You can play around with how much resistance it's able to tolerate. If you're getting numbness, tingling, or anything like that, you need to ease off a bit. There are a lot of important nerves that pass down from the neck into the arm. So if you're getting any of those symptoms, you need to ease off. But otherwise, I think a nice heavy resistance band is a good starting point. So what you're gonna do, first you need to be able to identify the first rib. So what you're gonna do is take your hand and kind of run it down the neck into the trap, and you're gonna feel a bony structure, which is your first rib. So that is going to be where you're trying to get this band on top of. So you got to be a little bit, it's a little tricky getting into the band, so you're going to have to squat down to get it up over the shoulder. Once again, find that first rib, run the hand from the neck down into the trap area, and then you should feel that bony structure, which is the first rib. You're going to get that band right on top of that. Make sure you hold it in place when you stand up, otherwise the band's going to want to fall off the shoulder. So then hold it there as you stand up. And then when you're here, you're going to have that downward pull of the band onto the first rib. And what you can do is do some arm raises up overhead. When you're up, that's going to help pull that rib down even further. In this up position, you can even do an inhale with a prolonged exhale and feel that rib sink down a little bit further. With this exercise, I like to keep it active, so maybe you do 10, 15, 20 arm raises up overhead. If you want to take it a little bit further, you can always use a lacrosse ball too. Just know that you kind of have to hold this in place, but you are going to get definitely some more pressure there, and it can help release things up a little bit more. So if you want to try that, take a lacrosse ball. You're doing the same exact steps, except you're putting the lacrosse ball in between the band and your shoulder. You're going to stand up. You might have to hold it there so the ball doesn't slip out, and do those same arm raises. This honestly is one of those hurts so good type of exercises. Give that one a try and let me know how it goes.